You have reached Olugbodiarts.com. Something new. This is for the arts. I call myself a feasting artist and not a starving artist. So art has sustained me, thank God. In the military as well, so you know how that goes. So with that said, I wanted to do a little teaching. I want to do a little music mixed with art. A professional artist, fine artist, and when it comes to music, I'm just, so this is for the rookies when it comes to music. For art, it's whoever. So I'm not a professional when it comes to this music thing. It's just a hobby. Art is my wife. Music is my side piece, my mistress. And if you want to know the tune that I just played, let me see, because I hate to use my own fingers. You see that? So pause it, take note. All right, that's it. That's your teaching when it comes to music. All right, on to the next phase. And I need to, the lens is right there. I don't know, I'm looking at this display. So I'm new to this, so I've done this in the past, but it's been a long time. You can see the gray on my beard. All right, December 7th, 2025. And I'm gonna walk you through on how to get your art in proportion and get it a little precise. Even if you are an expert on fine arts, this will cut your time in half or even more. It also adheres to professionalism. It's almost like you can call your art executive art in a sense, because you're hitting all the precise notes per se. So let's get to it. All right, you got me down on bending knee, like Boys to Men. Anyway, starting off, all you need to do is make a grid. It could be like the little perfect grid, 1 inch by 1 inch, 1 foot by 1 foot. But all you have to do is have your portrait, right? And have a blank canvas with a grid. Usually, back in the day, you would have the sample of that portrait, put your grid over it, pin it up somewhere to where you can see it. Make your grid on the canvas in proportion to the grids that you put down on that little small sample. And then take your pencil and sketch, from grid to grid what you see and coinciding with the lines that you cross over. But I would go over all of that. But this way should be a lot quicker, a lot easier. You can use a marker, a light pencil, paint, preferably a lighter color like yellow or whatnot. So you could get your sketch down and you could paint over those light colors and really get that taken care of, versus if you use black, it's hard to paint over once you get your sketch down and it shows. So in this one, I'm using tape. You can use painter's tape. Right now I'm using Scotch tape because I wanted to cut it into small strips. It was harder to do it in painter's tape. So right now I got my grid down, and I have a little app I can show you on this process. And what you do is take a picture of the grid, like so. Hold on, let me change my display so I can see too. Take a picture of it, Maybe my zoom. Let me work on this zoom real quick if I can. Oh, it won't let me. So let me cut. All right, much better. Just take a picture on your phone of the canvas that you put the grid on. Some of them call this like they may call it a doodle grid or a scribble grid. It's whatever you can put down to kind of get some guidelines down. Literally guidelines. And I will show you. But going through the pictures, I'm gonna do a portrait of my son. They made it to the state championship. They playing on December 12th, 2025, in New Orleans in the Superdome of North DeSoto. Go Griffins! Griffins! And he's number 12. And this is him, my youngest. That's leaving the nest, the last one. And this is the grid. And what I did is I had an app that I used to superimpose his picture over the grid that I've done. And that's just the chain. I want to add that to the bottom of his chain. Let me see, like right down there. So that's basically it. And I can show y'all the app that I use. And it may cost you, I don't know if they have any deals, but let me see. It's AI photo editor. AI photo editor. Alright, and that's it, man. Let's get on with it. See past this old mountain. Please, it's so high. Oh, lift us up to see your glory. All right, my people, and this is what we have. All you have to do is just get your print down, and this is just to mainly get your proportions right, because proportions is important. And once you're done and you get your image down, you can erase your lines if you use the pencil or whatnot. Or you could paint over Sometimes, like I used to use like a yellow, and I used to paint lines because I figured as though yellow you can easily paint over with white or whatnot. So, but sometimes it mixes with the other color, especially if you use a marker. The paint mixes into that chemical and changes the color and kind of messes up the pigmentation of what you want for your portrait. So anyway, since I use tape, and I should have used painter's tape, um, I am going to see if they have like a quarter inch width or an eighth, just to make it easier on me. Because all the grid lines is to get your proportions correct and speed up the time and getting your image on the canvas. And the only trick to this is filling in the lines. That's all. And I wanted to show a slight example, which all I would have to do is just color in the lines. Just fill them in. And on this side, what I wanted to do is just keep an abstract, you know, vibe or feel to this, because right here his arm in the picture is cut off, so it would look odd if I'll just leave his arm cut off, and I didn't want to superimpose this too much over the arm. I didn't want to, you know, I can, but to create an arm. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna blend in like an abstract feel into this portrait. Let me see. So it's just going from abstract to realist. So, and I also wanted to speak on, I didn't want this little video to take this long. I wanted to speak on contours, because your contours, you're just basically your lines, giving it 3-dimension shape. Let me sit down. I usually use my paintbrush to get my lines down. You know, on the forehead, I usually do a circle because it's like a spheric shape. So I usually use a circle, and lightly, as I get to the center, I hold my brush ever so lightly, you know, to keep that bright spot that we usually have, you know, right there. And that helps getting your contour lines down, your contour paint brushes, and painting in the direction, the flow of the, you know, your anatomy per se. This is the point to fix your mistakes right away, because the subconscious mind picks up on it. They cannot identify it, but it's there. So just because you see it's there, but you just like, nah, I just leave it, it's so small. The subconscious picks up on it, and then you yourself, it will bother you, you know, to then later try to fix that problem, which becomes even harder, you know, especially with painting, because you got to match the color correctly, and then the paint dries, and it may dry darker than what you would think. So fix your mistakes early. Proportions. Have at least, and this sounds a lot, but it's not, have at least 100 canvas or art inventory. You know, have at least 100 masterpieces or artworks. You know, just to have, and just in case your customer may be interested in something else, or you may want to do a show or a gallery. So And also to shorten this, because this is too long. I may have a bonus at the end of this if I don't take too long. And just stay tuned. Let me go ahead and end this because I get on tangents. Let's go. Let's go. See past this old mountain. Please, it's so high. Oh, lift us up to see your glory. There you have it. That's my son, the baby. All right, and I just want to let you know anything could be done with faith. Whatever you're going through, if you have that talent, whatever gets in the way, go around it, go over it, go under. Just try it. And I say this because of the military and my history. I have tremors, and it's kind of difficult sometimes to paint. But I embraced it, and it gives like a little character to the artwork. So, and I just keep it pushing. And I also have a little help in techniques that I use as well. So, with that said, I got to go. Olugbodi arts.com. Olugbodi arts.com. God bless you in Jesus' name.